I'm gonna load game this time because I was in a very specific spot. Did you sleep, however? I did get some sleep. There's some interesting things, though, that occurred. So last night, like all the lights were off, so I just had the monitors and a spider, like right in front of the monitor, just like, just I'm going down, and I was like, "Ooh!" So I go grab my little plastic container that I use to capture spiders, and I managed to capture it. And the reason that's important, or why that's relevant to the question of, well, did you sleep, is that, normally when that kind of stuff happens, I get a little paranoid. There's like a little spider web tunnel where my window is, because I haven't closed my window in a while because it's so cool. And, it's not like that close, but it's kind of close to where my feet is. It's close enough. So, I always have that in the back of my head. But with that aside, I threw out the spider outside right away, so I didn't have to worry about it. And things were good. But I did wake up at, it was like 2 a.m. and I was still rendering. So I think I just can't I'm just never gonna get a lot of sleep with my computer on. It's just the world I think I have to live in. But disregarding that, some other interesting things occurred. Who am I playing? I'm playing you, and your partner is Ion. I just realized that all the partners are right next to each other on the up here. So yeah, I went to sleep. Seems like I went to sleep just fine, no crazy complications or anything like that. However, I did have a kind of weird dream. This might be one of the most awkward streams I've ever had. Or not stream. Dream. Maybe I should have chose somebody who will actually progress this. So I was in my house. I don't remember exactly what I would do. Probably the bigger issue here. But while in the house, it was either like on the television, which I don't have, or like a mental carrier wave or something. You know, I have no idea. But regardless, a message comes in saying like, hey, Russia is going to bomb your neighborhood. And then it says, and then it like delivers a broadcast. And maybe it's, you know, the president of Russia. I don't know. It was a dream. But the guy says, we're going to bomb your neighborhood for blah, 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 blah. Just be aware that this area is only worth 316 experience points. I guess to emphasize, you know, how insignificant my area is. And I just thought that was so weird. But, you know, I run away. I run over there and I survived the blast, and I was like, oh no, my computer. I have to save my stuff, because, you know, if there's a fire, I'm saving my computer. Nothing to argue about that. So, there's like these tunnels that lead to the back of the houses for some reason. You know, that's not suspicious at all. So I start running through those tunnels to get to like the houses in the back, and you know, like one of those like mortar fires or something like that, and you know, the house explodes. We're like, oh no, and then I, you know, keep running towards it, and eventually I get into a house with some people in there. Oh my god, big game. There's some people in there. They say some things. I don't remember exactly what happens at that point, but that's more or less the completion of my dream. Apparently my neighborhood, or at least the street that I live on, is worth 316 experience points. Oh dear. Oh dear. You had sugar before bed? Sounds like Sugarfield Night Terror. Nah. I don't think, well, I didn't have sugar before bed. Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you what,
you know, you've got to take regular breaks.
That particular dream to happen. It's just I have weird dreams sometimes. What it was like standing there. Alright, so after beating that guy, I'm going to do side quests.
Right then,
there's only 2, right? So Lambda's Offseer, Shijima, has apparently gone missing. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Agnes Offseers often work in pairs, right? Yes, I think most Agnian colonies make use of similar arrangements. Are both of them missing then? All we have heard is that the one named Shijima has headed into the tunnels. By now, he might have come out of the Ray Bell Tableland in the Fornus region. Something might have happened. Something might have happened to make him wander off like that. We should look for him. And we'd best hurry. The longer we wait, the more difficult the search is likely to be. I kind of want to know about these marks. I'm not going to read it. We're just going to skim through it. I'll read it because I'm actually interested about this. Looks like our marks don't disappear even after the flame clocks are smashed. Yeah, we're only freed from the tyranny of the flames. It's true, a mark, once made, cannot be erased. And once my 10th term ends, I'll be gone, after all. It's not all doom and gloom, though, yeah? Being free from the clocks, that's already something. Things feel different somehow. I know what you mean. It feels less anxious, like I can breathe a little easier. Exactly, and ultimately, everyone has to choose their actions for themselves. Freedom from the flame clocks expands one's options immeasurably. I think that's huge. Yeah, everyone's gotta die sometime. At least this way, they get to live the good life first. The good life? What do you understand by that? Well, I mean, like eating good grub and stuff, yeah? Good life, yeah. I don't know what I expected asking you. Oh, you got a problem? The good life, though. I could go for a bit of that. Yeah, me too. This is why I stopped reading those.
Right then, strategy
As
meeting.
helpful as that was, it was totally not helpful. I hear Colony Lambda is having a difficult time now that they can't use the canteen. Yeah, we did kind of tear up the place. But if there's anything we can do, we could cook something up for them. That's only going to help them in the short term. Then what? Don't tell me you want to build them a whole new canteen. That's a surprisingly reasonable idea, Lance. Oh, well then, I'll just cobble one together. Shall I? We couldn't do the labor ourselves, but Lambda's a big colony. It can't hurt to float the idea. I imagine talking to the captain of the manufacturing unit would be a good place to start. Sounds like a plan. Let's get going. Yes, the sooner this gets resolved, the better. Can't they just build their own? That's so difficult.
Everyone got their strength back?
Gotta be a better way to, like, cycle through stuff. There's just gotta be. Alright, list search. Press. Apparently not. I guess I have to go into the map. Then I have to select the region, and then I have to select where I want to teleport to. It's, not great. Do you have a minute? Can't you say I'm busy? Come on, keep it brief. We were wondering if we might be able to help fix up the canteen. Oh yeah? That'd be a big help. We're eager to get it back up and running, too. Is there a reason you haven't done it yet? I put in a request, but there's so much else going on I haven't got approval yet. You need approval to work. Yeah, we can't just go around building things willy-nilly. Oh great, gotta love a bit of red tape. If we can get you approval, would you be able to start work? If you can manage it, that would be fantastic. Then we'll arrange it. Who's in charge of approvals? The head of engineering corps and the chief of logistics are people you want. And we'll need some helping hands too. Chief of engineering's pretty forgetful, probably still hasn't filed my request. I bet Whitby's climbing the walls with how long it's all taking. Whitby's chief of logistics. You could talk to the head of supply corps as well. She's always rushed off her feet. Reckon she could use a hand. A lot of people to see. The request's probably been held up somewhere in the pipeline. Sorry for the trouble. That is a lot of people. I don't understand how, like, why are we to blame for this, like, their canteen mess hall being destroyed? We never went inside here during the battle. We were outside the waterfall. Doesn't make any sense to me. Hey, what's up? We're looking to gather approvals for Sif for the canteen restoration. Oh, thanks for that. Not being able to use the canteen's piling on the work for the supply corps. We have no food shortage, so anything perishable has to go. Having a working canteen again would be like a dream. So we should work on getting those approvals then. Absolutely. I wonder if the request got held up somewhere. In any case, thanks for looking into it. Well, we're the ones who trashed it in the first place. Have you tried asking around the engineering and logistic corps? Canteen's request, probably with them. You'll want to pay them a call if you haven't already. Can I talk to you, Trader Pun?
What you got?
You got a million leaf deal. Okay, it tells you what region they're in. We'll get that minion in. Oh, I tried this morning looking for that song that I was trying to look for yesterday. Couldn't find it. Still very disappointed. I'll probably stumble upon it randomly the next, like 3 years. Like, oh no. What's up with all of you? Came to get your approval for the new canteen. Oh yeah? Don't bring all that to my door. What? I gave it my stamp of approval as soon as it crossed my desk, Sunshine. But it looks like it got tangled up in red tape somewhere. We can't go without storage for munitions and food forever. Ah, so that's what happened. No idea why you're the ones chasing this up, but seeing as you are, I'm gonna need you to be quick about it. T. Hey, have you got an unapproved request knocking about? What now? What request would that be? A request from the manufacturing corps to start work on the canteen. Do you remember seeing it? Now you say it, that does ring a bell. We've come to get the approval confirmed. Sure, I don't have any problem with it. I'd love the canteen to be back up and running as soon as possible, but, my people are a little preoccupied with something at the moment, so you may have to be patient. What exactly is more important than having a proper canteen? Wish I knew. That request came in first, and it's all been discussed. Anyway, you've got my approval. I'll send someone over on the double. Thanks, that's great. Have you been to the Chief of Logistics? You should if you haven't. When you get clearance from everyone, go and report back to Sif. I talked to everybody. Apparently you couldn't do that by yourself. Did you get it all approved? Amazing. So, now what? Just gotta get the commander's stamp on it and work can begin. Why is nothing simple? I'm really sorry, but could I ask you to go and have a chat with Commander Isard? Of course, we'll go. Of course. Commander Isard. Off the Isard. Gotta have a wizard. Oh, hello, you lot. What can I do for you? Would you mind stamping this for us? Not at all. Sorry I had to get involved in all this. You don't make it easy, do you? All these hoops you have to jump through to get stuff done. Fair point, but it's all in the name of betterment. I believe that our greatest asset lies in our desire to strive for more. There, that's all approved. What does that have to do with all the bureaucracy that we have to go through? Give the good news to Sif, would you? Thanks, we'll be back. Sif literally could have done this by himself. All he has to do is spend 5 minutes to walk over there, and then another 30 seconds to walk over there. Great, we'll see to work on the construction first thing. Thanks, you guys. I don't really need to get this many approvals. I don't normally need to get this many approvals. Everything's been moving at a blantz pace. If the system ain't working, kick it. Make a better one. What she said. Well, that might be fine for a small group like you, but you can't let everyone do as they want in a colony this big. As long as you set down good rules, you can avoid a lot of trouble. The approval system, you always know exactly what you should be doing and when. Makes a lot of sense. I can see how sharing info between teams would cut down on problems. Right? We're all working like a well-oiled furnace. It's given us some real results. Requests and approvals are pretty important. They're part and parcel of Colony Lambda's work ethic. When we've got the work team together and repaired the canteen, you'll have to come back and see, yeah? Totally, we're not missing out on that. I say this conversation's going a little long. You've been telling us a lot about these rules. We already got it, dog. We did the quest.
Huh. Would you believe it?
You built it yet? What's you guys? How are you feeling after all that? Oh, not too bad, I guess. Could be worse. How about you? Considering how you've helped us get the canteen up and running again, great. Use it whenever you like, by the way. I just doubt it'll measure up to your impeccable culinary standards.
Huh. Would you believe it?
The canteen is up and running. Quit be you, bucklefoot. Canteen's ready for use now, thanks to all of you. Glad to hear that. Good thing we've got a decent food supply. The location's not too bad either. Good food's sure to boost morale. You should grab a bite while you're here. Know where to eat. Who's cooking the food? Do not know the cause behind the auto labs going nuts. That everyone at engineering is looking into it. Yeah, well, I wonder what they'll find out.
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
That one's probably going to be a side quest. Where am I going? Let's go chat over here.
I'm starving. Got anything I can eat? Right then, strategy meeting.
Prendo questo. Lambda's autolevs still don't seem to be functioning. I mean the ones we took down with Iserd after that after the cave-in. It's weird, we still don't know why they flipped out like that. Not only does the colony's best line of defense go berserk, it shuts down altogether. I don't like it. Now we go and look into things. Yeah, there's probably something we can help with. Let's go and see.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on the world.
Consistently starving. Yeah, she's always hungry. Like me. Gotta get that food. Oh, are the autolevs still out of action? I'm afraid so. Captain Rosh wanted them up and running again, though, so we've been working on it with engineering. Drawing on his clout, eh? Rosh may be a captain, but he's got a real careless streak. Other units are always on his back. Anyway, some of the adjustments have just been finished. Oh, so they work? Work is maybe a strong word. We've taken ourselves off the list of targets, so they shouldn't behave like they did before, in theory. Better put that theory into practice then. I don't fancy another tango with those buckets of bolts. Oh, then you should come with me. Sure about that? I just want to do a little behavioral test. You can help out. Sure, if it's just a small task. Okay, stupid question. What's it gonna do to us if it doesn't behave like you want it to? It's a very good question, actually, and I'd be happy to answer it in detail in the Urian tunnels.
Huh. Would you believe it?
Puberty at 7 years old must be rough. Oh, man. Yeah, I saw your message yesterday about how all these kids are actually just still super young. And I was like, wow, that's something that's been in my face this entire time that I've been, playing this game. But it's not something that I've actually just kind of addressed. Like all these characters really are just kids. They live till 10 years old. Sure, they're like grown in tubes to be fast growers or whatever, but it's crazy. Hey, there you are. Yeah, just saying, if you lose control of that thing here, we'll be mincemeat. Oh, you won't have to worry about that. I can stop it immediately if it shows any sign of going rogue. Bet you anything it's gonna go wrong again. Don't like this. It'll be fine. Probably. Queen's crackers, lady. Don't move it without telling us. Well, look on the bright side. It's shown no hostility towards us. Oh, and that wasn't the test. I mean, come on. What good is this thing if it's not going to fight potential threats for us? Don't exactly see many enemies around here, though. I'm sure there are some soldiers bumbling around here somewhere. There's been a lot of them wandering right in lately. And your auto-lev can track them down. Not out of the question, but we haven't tested it. I'm going to need you to bring the enemies to us. You want us to lure them? That's right, I'm testing its behavior, and in a battle, you'd be fighting alongside the auto-lev, see? Make it sound so easy. Okay, let's see what we can do. I did say we'd help if we could. Thanks. Got to lure some soldiers. It's heartbreaking, honestly. It actually makes you sad they haven't had a chance to live, and already they're so close to fading away. When you put it like that, it is pretty sad. Okay, let's go.
Gonna blast them into next week.
Stay alert and alive.
I got something for you.
Cheers, you're dead.
Falcon.
Sidewinder! That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Making the characters look older was a smart decision, because if everyone looked their age in this game, it would be distressing. You also can't technically kill children in video games. That would probably be an issue as well. Hey, enemies over there, o'clock. Bessie soldiers, eh? And how do we bring them with us exactly? How about we send one person out as bait to lure them in? We all go, they'll just scatter. Can't think of any better ideas. Okay, let's get it over with. Thanks for volunteering. What, me? They're Kavesi, innit? It won't do any good if I toddle my Kavesi bum over there. Well, I suppose not. Or I suppose no. Something. And we need someone who's quick and on the ball, yeah? Okay, fine. I'll do it. Hey, you. What are you up to? Someone from Colony Lambda. Whatever, we'll make you talk once we take you in. Ran off over there. Get her. Got it in one. Nice work. That was nerve-wracking. Get back to the autolev. You know, when they're chasing us, they could see everybody. Your Kivesi's soldiers are on their way. Wow, you really did it. What, you thought we'd snuff up? Who cares? Get the autolev warmed up. They're coming. On it. Get in there, autolev.
I got something for you.
Bring the ruck over.
You're a player! Well played.
That went well. Yeah, the numbers look pretty good too. I was worried about how it would react, but it all turned out fine. Oh, you were worried, were you? I have to say, though, it's looking more or less battle-ready at this point. Yep, thanks for your help. Time to discuss deployment with Tolgrim. I've got a little thank you for you, too, so pop by later. When we first met Mio, she had 3 months left. Now she has 1 month left. Does she have 1 month left? The journal that we saw, that was Mio's journal, right? In chapter 3, there were only like 1.5 lines left. But in chapter 4, there were, it was going in the opposite direction. A little weird. Does she ever stand still? Stand up. Alright, where's the other quest? Oh, do we have to go to the Fornus region? We do. Probably better just to go here. Oh, I missed that. Based on what's been said, 2 months have passed in game. I don't remember 2 months having passed. You are way more on top of things than I am. Boy. What are you doing here? We're on the hunt for Lambda's missing Offseer. Everyone's been quite worried, you know. But I'm fine. I haven't come across any monsters or hostile colonies. Right there. Literally right there. We were looking for a guy named Shijima, I thought. Oh, well, he was making his way towards Aegis Wilderness, I think. But why did he go alone? What could he want out there? I think he must have been heading for the castle. He's really close to his homecoming, and he asked me to send him off. Then the flame clock was broken, and all of that stuff became irrelevant. I think he's just a bit lost. Oh, I see. I put in a request for the survey branch and tactics division to assemble a search party, but I don't know when it'll happen. I've been doing all I can to help, but honestly, maybe it's better to let him do what he wants. Still, the way he's feeling, don't you think it'd be best if you just talk to him? How? He won't even accept my calls. There's only so much one person can do. Then we'll bring him back. I'm sure you'll have at least something you want to say to him.
Huh. Would you believe it?
Would you believe it? All the way over here. Everyone has had a good subplot so far. You love a good story, and the story has your interest piqued. That's good. It's very, very good. I'm certainly piqued as well. For me, I think it's also a little unfair for me to say, like, the story isn't going anywhere, you know, I need it to move faster, because I've essentially spent probably at least 28 hours on side quests and exploration. So there's so much more main story I need to do. What are you doing here? That's our line, surely. You're the one who decided to up and run out of the blue. You made Moraine very worried. She's been trying really hard to get a hold of you. Moraine, right. I should have been clearer. Should have told her to stay at home and leave me be. Crazy to come out here alone, mate. You know what my goal in life was? Live to my homecoming. Have a peaceful death. Yeah, cool biscuits, but that's no excuse to go charging off without saying a word to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they'd have given me permission to leave if I had? Heading to the castle alone was the only way. I still think you could have discussed it with Moraine first. She's your colleague. She really is worried sick about you. I was thinking that if I die out here, then at least I'd be alone. I suppose it wasn't really fair to Moraine. But come home. There's still time for you to talk this out. Yeah, I know. Okay, enough. I can't go any further alone anyway. I better go apologize to her. You know, I was actually kind of hoping that you would say, no, I'm not really interested in going back, and I still want to have my death, so why don't you just kill me right here and tell Moraine that I died to a monster or something like that. You know, like tug on those heartstrings a little bit, even though we don't care about this character. Noah, over there. Those Agnes soldiers. This is bad. That's where Moraine is. Let's hurry.
Let's get it done snappy. All set and ready to tumble. Violent! I can still do this. Healing's on the way. Hold on.
Yune is taking whoops of damage. Anybody want to fix that?
We can do better yet. Topple. Enemy's broken away from me. Feel that? Oh, yeah!
Guess we dodged a bullet there. Where'd they come crawling out from, anyhow? Scratch that. Where's Moraine? Is she hiding? Did she run? Doesn't look like she was attacked. Let's search the area. Why are Agnes soldiers... Oh. I mean, the timeline here is a little crazy. Agnes soldiers this quickly are coming after Lambda now? Rain. Oh. It looks fine. I hit as soon as I saw those soldiers coming. Not much for fighting. Glad to hear it. Came back. Yeah, thanks to this lot. If I was alone, who knows what would have become of me. Not sure what you were hoping to achieve by going to the castle in the first place. Aiming for the impossible is unlikely to end in the way you hope it will. Huh. I think you should go home and talk about what happens next. Moraine was worried about you, and the least you could do is respect those feelings. I know, Moraine, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go home. Everyone knows things are hard for you. Thanks. Thank you too. Ray.
Would you believe it?
There are lingering plot lines, but you can't determine quality until you see how they're resolved. But based on what you've been presented, you're really curious. You'll know how you feel when you get to Sword March. Noah's the only true enigma. Guess we haven't seen Sean's subplot yet? Who is Sean? Or seen? Senna? Ah, Senna. Senna. It was a typo. Yeah, I guess we don't really know much about Senna other than she lifts weights. Hey, you made it. Is everything still okay? Yep, we're hunky-dory. The team's just finished all the fine-tuning and we're in talks with the survey branch. We'll probably be able to properly relaunch it soon, so thanks for helping us get to this point. We hardly did anything, really. No need to thank us. In that case, would you be willing to help us out again if any of these tin cans go wrong in future? Did you just say in future? Yes. This character has had 2 lines now where the grammar has been a little awkward. Hey now, don't push your luck. I'm joking. We know how to handle ourselves. But I'm really grateful to you. I don't think we could have done this without you. Yeah, just try not to break it. Oh, Captain Careless, he owes us one. Captain Rosh smooths things over between the teams. He's pretty reliable in battle, too. Lots of experience. I'll pass it on. Thanks.
Huh. Would you believe it?
Saido questo. If we're going to head off down the Urian Trail, we'll need to secure a route first. The trail's pretty exposed. I'd rather not court danger unduly. Be careful. Be as careful as you need. You just need to get those supplies back. You need to let it go. It can't be worth the risk. What's up, guys? Trouble in paradise? Oh, hello. No, it's nothing major. We made preparations to take the Urian Trail for a prospective attack on Colony 5. None of that's relevant now, but the supplies we sent up there just got left. The 3 of us have been talking about whether we should try and get them back. Covering supplies doesn't seem like that hard a task. Not really the problem. There's a big enemy presence in the area. They've probably already caught wind of our stashes. There's a chance they might try to set up an ambush or booby trap them or something. And we can't use an auto-lev, them being purely defensive, so we were trying to figure out a way to do it ourselves. Purely defensive, huh? We just saw a auto-lev in those caves, bring the ruckus. Or was it bringing the ruckus? I didn't actually see if it was attacking. I was too busy using AoE attacks myself because it's kind of fun. Situation being how it is, I personally think it'd be wiser to just abandon the idea, but Tolgrim and Hazumi think it's vital, so... Yeah, I see. It's not easy to recover supplies without a Levness. Exactly. I don't suppose you lot would be willing to lend us a hand. Sure, whatever. Oh, well, if you'd be willing to help, then that changes it completely. We could split up and advance in parallel, much safer that way. We could cover the mountain parts. Would you be able to secure the area with the supplies? If other colonies have got their eyes on this, seems like a scrap's pretty much the order of the day. Yeah, battle's pretty likely. All we need is for things to be calm enough for us to go in, get the stuff, and get out. Understood. We'll go and have a look. Laz's seems to be Yorin. Uni's is her premonitions. Milo's is dying. Tyon's was the comrade that died from Lambda, and we know very little about Noah's and Senna.
You can't stop me.
This is true. Hey, Menadran. Sounds like you got better sleep today. I did.
I definitely feel stronger.
Yes, I did. Go ahead and see.
Just part of the protocol, innit?
In it, though.
Everyone got their strength back?
Where are we going? There was a, the bus button? Bus button. This is a level 40 area. that they're asking me to go to. It's a good thing that I explored this area already. Oh, sorry, level 45 area. Every level counts. I really like those emotes, by the way. They're aggroing on me now. Whatever's emotes those are, they're very good. Shame they don't have the artist. Looks like we found what we've been looking for. Yes, let Colony Lambda take care of the rest. Look at what we caught, little soldiers hoping to make off with the supplies. Oh great, an ambush. Must be from Colony Lambda. Well, there's only one cure for these fools. So sad, we're taking you down right here, and the supplies are coming with us. Hold it, we've got monsters. Should we retreat? I don't know, ask the guys who have us surrounded. Save the arguments for when we've taken these monsters out. Oh yeah, you want to play allies and then stab us in the back? Don't think so. We'll take you all out together. You're level 40. Wow, this is a level 40 quest? Alright. Evade attack. I'm gonna die. And we'll die over here. I was not expecting this to be a level 40 quest. I guess I was in the quest log though. He didn't change something to that. Pretty sure everything was just attacking me, but a little chaotic to see. Everyone okay? Saw you fighting and tried to mobilize as soon as we could, but not necessary, mate. Yeah, you're pretty tough customers. Kept the supplies intact, but it's only a matter of time before someone else comes for them. Yeah, we'll get them shifted. Thanks a lot. Place really is crawling with trouble, though. We'll have to reassess the deployment. Can we help out with that? No, you're okay. I'll discuss it with the bods in charge. Sounds like a plan. Right, I'll be off. Thanks again. Your Colony Lambda has everything well in hand. Indeed, we shouldn't interfere with their affairs too much. Okay then, time for us to be off ourselves. Oh, that caught me off guard. A random level 40 quest. You get 7 coins from that? That's crazy. How are we doing on classes here? No sword, no gun. No sword, no gun. No sword, no gun. Taking a while. Save again. We'll probably have to save in like
Just
3
part of
minutes
the protocol,
anyways.
innit?
Alright, I think that's all the side quests. There is this over here, but I have the materials for that, so that's gonna have to wait. Travel over here real quick, just to be thorough. We did, you know, have a fairly major plot point of another colony being
Don't you think it's about time for a
whatchamacallit.
meal?
Yeah, here we go. Find assures Fox and the others solve the food shortage soon enough. Still talking about the food shortages. Victory over Colony Sigma feels like age ago now, don't you think? It does. We never have dreamed back then that things would turn out like this. Is this the zipline town? No, it is not. Alpha rolled. Just interrupted my whatchamacallit. Alpha rolled getting dragged into the arbitrate over yet another dispute between Lenny and Eastman. Well, like Eastman was just probing Lenny about his suspicious behavior, no? Oh, we're getting information on that now.
Got some useful intel out of that.
Because Eastman took
Gotta keep nice and
Supply.
limber.
boy. A Leibniz is a great help on search or defense missions, but if you don't treat it properly, you incite the mechanic's wrath. I don't expect we can call in new or replacement parts from the castle anymore either. And all the Leibnizes in Colony 9 are out of order. What the spark do we do then? Well, it's been coming by a lot lately, so it's also okay. Whatever.
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
Whatever. Yeah. Where's is Gamma? I guess we'll check out Gamma. I don't anticipate any quests being here. Because this is, oh, never mind. This is this area. I thought this was the level 40 spot. All it took to get our rank to iron, our flame clocks goes and bites the dust. Leaving Commander Teach and Mio. With them at the helm, we'll get through this surely. We really needed to name him something that's not Teach.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
Anybody else got anything to say? Look like it. Where's... oh, that is actually where... I need to go to the Fornus region. We'll mark after we check all of these areas. Changing hero. wonder if that's a spoiler for those two characters? Or I guess that one hero that's two characters. I don't know if we've ever gotten that one before. Have you seen the state of the food and medical supplies in Colony 4? You can add equipment and ether cylinders to that list too. They're running out of resources all across the board. Technically never talked to you. Do you know what the nature of Ouroboros is, what they mean for us? They're like enemies of the world, right? Consuls see it that way, but really they're a kind of mighty yet inexplicable entity that exists beyond the realm of rules. It's the very existence of such special beings that allows rules to be questioned. For that, I'm thankful. That's all I wanted to get across. Come down, boy. Harvest Day voting's normally very impartial. We select deserving troops through a general survey of opinion. Except this time, I heard Sequoia was the one who pushed for me. She won't come up and tell it to you directly, but she likes showering people with praise from afar. It's just the sort of person she is. She can be a bit stern sometimes, sure, but I actually really respect her.
Would you believe it?
Don't you think it's about time for a meal? I'm sure you're all starved right
About
now.
those supplies we're sending to Colony Tau. We can wait. We've got to change our plan. Next delivery now is Colony 4. It's gonna take longer than I thought, isn't it? In it though. Anybody got anything to say?
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
Nope. Well, I guess we just gotta do this pretty often. Backbreaking work, something, hang out all these monsters in the sand, isn't it? No pushovers either. Wolves, the spars, the place is crawling with them. They're definitely all side quests I picked up. Don't think I'm going to do them right now. I want to push main story a little bit, but I just want to grab them. That way, you know, maybe tomorrow morning, start off with side quests. Something like that could work. I do really wish this stuff appeared on the map, though. I didn't have to do all this traveling. Last one is here, Colony 30. Aaron and a team haven't contacted us since they started their expedition in the Danag Desert. Maybe they think we're still at war. A lot of stuff going on over here. Interrupt them. And Nampon's flute playing is ear-bleedingly bad. Tell me about it. That was an Offseer's flute being played, wasn't it? Been hearing the Offseer's flute around the living quarters lately. My next Offseer successor shouldn't have been assigned yet, though. Oh yeah, the commander had this teacher with mad skills, that Masterpon guy he keeps banging on about. But Masterpon went on some journey or other, and they ain't heard a peep from him since. years it's been. I hear he's something else with a hammer. Hope we get to see that for myself sometime. Boy, we've seen the 3rd unit's Levnesses. They're late coming back, and I don't mind admitting I'm worried. Warn them time and again not to neglect their maintenance. This is weird. I can actually progress this one. Love it. Would you go out and see what's what, and see what Uzette has to say about it? Everybody's tired.
Always nice to see a new face.
Pilots here are a real crew of hotheads, I'll tell you that, and I guess Michael's no exception to that rule. If he doesn't take care of that Levness, the commander is going to be sad and rather peeved. What's he like? If he keeps up his rough and tumble antics, sooner or later he'll end up beat up as a Levness. Getting the hang of the chain attacks, we got one over 1,350% damage buff and over 500% overkill bonus experience. Wish you were recording that. That sounds crazy. Holy cow. I think today I just got, I think was it 300,000 damage? I think I did 300,000 damage today, or somewhere close to that, which is a new record for me. But I don't think I've gotten that damage bonus. Damage bonus is crazy. I think 850% might be the highest. We fought Colony Lambda quite a few times now. They're a tough opponent to handle with so many auto-levs. Their fortified position discourages an assault from our side too. Yes, I concur. Hey, why do you have to be so smug about it? Alright, I think that's everything, so let's save and mark.
Just part of the protocol, innit?